Shalom, Israel. It's your boy New Breed, aka Brother Emmanuel, coming through with another topic. Today, I'm going to be speaking about good work ethics versus poor work ethics. And I'm also going to be speaking about breaking the demonic spirit of laziness. Breaking the demonic spirit of laziness. Reason I call it a demonic spirit is because that's exactly what it is. Everything is spiritual. Understand that. Now, first and foremost, before I dive into the topic, I want to say I am not presenting myself as a deacon, a pastor, an ordained minister. I have not attended any theologian seminary Bible schools. And I have not been indoctrinated by any schools. I have not been taught a doctrine, so to speak. With that being said, most of your preachers, pastors, ordained ministers have attended these theologian seminary schools, and they've been taught what you would call doctrine. And this doctrine is taught because this is what they must teach. This is what they're taught in school. On top of that, most churches are under what you would call a 501c3, which makes them government funded, and they get tax-free money to fund these churches. I am not a part of any of that. So for the viewers who may be confused about some of the topics, the subjects I make on my video, I do in fact look at things from a biblical perspective. I'm just a person speaking to you, dealing with life, speaking from life experiences, and a person who's looking at the Bible as it is written and coming up with some of those solutions. So this is the basis of my channel. Some people would like to understand why I use foul language on some videos. I myself find the language thing just is undesirable to some. And some people can relate to the language. I don't believe that they are quote unquote curse words. I can in fact curse an individual without using foul language, so to speak. I can in fact, a curse would be, I hope you die today. That is me cursing someone, and I haven't used any profanity, quote unquote. So sometimes I use language that's undesirable to others. But some people can relate, and sometimes it hits a nerve in certain others, so they can understand certain things. You have to speak a certain language. But anyway, now that I've explained that, I hope it's understandable. But this video, I'll try to keep it clean as possible for the sake of you guys understanding where I'm coming from, all right? Now, this topic was actually breaking the spirit of laziness. This topic was actually a viewer of mine. I looked at a comment that they made, and they wanted me to speak on that. So that goes to show I put a lot of thought into the comments you all make, and I consider what you say and what you would like to speak about. And that's actually a very good topic to speak about, and I hope it helps a lot of people by the end of this video. All right. So, first off, we're going to start off about good work ethics versus poor work ethics, all right? And then we're going to go tie everything together. First and foremost, I know we all can relate to this, and we all can attest to this, because we all need customer service somewhere, sometimes. And this is just speaking about poor work ethics. It seems that everywhere you go these days, whether it be the grocery store, shoe store, fast food, eating out, it's getting crazy how much people hate their jobs now. It's getting crazy how poor the customer service is getting. It's almost like people are just, they can't stand their jobs. People are just rude and obnoxious, and they're just very easily bothered. it's very, very important to not let things that your personal life tie over to your professional life. These are just important things. I mean, this is something that as a person who's been in a manager position, I can say that that's something that just interviewing someone for a job, that's something I believe management should notice if a person is highly emotional or irrational or not. But you got these jobs where people are just off the chain with it. Everywhere you go, man. And it's hard to get good customer service. So my message is, do not be one of these people. Do not be one of these people. So what are some positive things you can do to avoid finding yourself slipping at a workplace or finding yourself feeling, a certain way or bothered? How do you control your emotions at the workplace? First and foremost, these are a few important things. And this is going to help with everything, all right? Because I'm going to add, this is not real organized because it's a deep subject. But anyway, when you're at the workplace and when you're anywhere, keeping your energy levels up come from what you eat. Plain and simple. What you eat is very important. We living in a society of fast food. We living in a microwave era. We're living in an era where everything is pretty much lacking vital minerals that your body needs. There are not enough calorie-dense foods with vital minerals in them. I mean, everything is just screwed up. So it's important to fast. It's important to work out and exercise. Exercise brings endurance. Now, I am not a fitness guru. I am not none of these things, but I am a person who's lost a lot of weight over the years doing certain things and taking care of myself health-wise. But what I'm going to tell you is exercise builds endurance. Exercise makes you have higher energy levels. And people don't realize that exercise is actually a part of life. Put that in your mind. Exercising is a part of life. This is something you're supposed to do. This is something your body needs. Your body needs exercise just like your body needs water. You understand? But how to rid that demonic spirit of laziness, because that's exactly what it is. We must understand that everything is spiritual, ladies and gentlemen. Everything is spiritual. If you want to break a demonic spirit, you got to first understand that it's a spiritual problem. Now, if these type of videos of someone speaking about the spiritual realm don't suit you, then you're on the wrong channel, because I'm going to talk about a lot of spiritual things, as well as a lot of physical things, as well as a lot of mental things, because New Breed speaks on life. I speak on life. So this is what's going to go down. All right, so the demonic spirit of laziness, how to break it. First off, we live in a society where things are attacking us on all three levels: mental, physical, and spiritual. And this is happening constantly. It's constantly happening. Every day you wake up, every time you walk out your door, every time you turn on a laptop or turn on a TV, you're getting hit on all three levels. This can make any individual exhausted. Anybody can become exhausted from this. And we all do. We all become exhausted from the constant battling, from the constant gossip, from the constant noise, the constant he say, she say, the constant sin, the constant conduct, the lewd conduct, the poor food being just sold to you, the hot pockets, the pigs, because a lot of y'all still eating pigs. All this stuff makes you exhausted. So how do you get your energy back? And we're going to use a little bit of common sense here. First and foremost, the Most High's laws tell you exactly what you can and cannot do. Tell you what you can and cannot eat. The Bible tells you this, but the preachers don't teach you this. But what can you do? It's a very simple answer. Unplug. Unplug. Everybody, just unplug sometimes. Unplug from the gossip shows. Unplug from the dirty eating. Fast. You must build endurance. You must put your flesh under subjection. You must put the Facebook down. You must even put the YouTube down sometimes. You must purge the flesh to gain energy. To gain energy, you must suffer. You must push yourself beyond the limits you thought you can be pushed. And this goes for everything that you're doing in life, whether it be exercising, whatever. Your goals, you must use the Spirit of the Most High. You must rely on His truth and His word. I've made no fat videos, and I tried my best in these videos to lead you to the moral, spiritual side of what I was trying to teach, what I was actually speaking about. And all I did was basically get that not masturbating was the answer. What about no fap? What about no fap? What about no fap? Yes, no fap is a very powerful principle in retaining your energy. Very powerful principle in retaining your energy. But it is not the no all be all. That is not enough for you to just simply sit down and say, hey, I'm just going to go on no fap. Because without understanding that there's a spiritual realm, you will fail each and every time. You will relapse and you will fail each and every time. This is why I'm addressing all these spirits on this channel from here on out. This is why I'm speaking on the things I'm speaking on for here on out. Regardless on the viewers or anything, because someone is going to be helped by this topic and these topics. Breaking the spirit of laziness, you must purge your flesh. And I know everything is easier said than done, so to speak. But you must do. One thing that I know helps a lot in any goal that I'm trying to accomplish is something about writing something down on a calendar, piece of paper, whatever. It's something about writing goals down. It's something about presenting something in front of your face or a challenge that you have for yourself and putting it on paper. And it sounds simple. It sounds very simple to just write something out. If I write, okay, for the next 2 weeks, I want to do 200 push-ups a day, every day. If I say that, I may or may not do it. If I think it, I may or may not do it. But if I write it, for me, and this is just it might help someone else, but if I write this, then I do it. It's like a challenge. It's there. It's tangible. It's right in my face. I can actually check off each day I've done it, and I can reach my goal. And you just have to find your niche on when it comes to breaking the spirit of laziness. You must first realize that it's a spirit, and what it's going to take is whatever's tiring you out. And I can speak from experience. I know that when I watch certain programs, say if I look up conspiracy stuff like Illuminati and all that stuff on the internet, right? Say I look up that stuff for like 2 days. I'm just researching and just seeing what they're talking about. That kind of stuff tires me out. It's like, really they have no power over my life because I'm with the Most High. So me looking at the demonic forces in the industry and this, that, and the third, what is it actually doing? It's just tiring me out because I'm putting all of this in my mind, and it's making me exhausted. Which in terms, when you're exhausted, it makes you lazy. It makes you tired. It makes you lackadaisical. It makes you out there. I don't even know if I just used the right word to explain that, but it doesn't matter. It's rolling. But it makes you tired, man. It makes you tired. Certain things that you may be doing in your life might make you feel lazy. Whatever you may be eating might make you feel lazy. Some of the thoughts that you continuously put in your mind might be draining you, making you tired. You may just need to unplug. You may need to fast for a day and just drink water. You may need to check your diet. You may need to write some things on paper, that goals that you might have, and challenge yourself to do them. Endurance is one of those things that's built up. And that's just what it is. And this goes for when it comes to your work ethics too. Now I will give you a couple pointers before I close out to have good work ethics, especially if you were one of those people who are trying to move up in a company and you've been working there for a while, you're trying to do some things and better yourself. Here's just some rules. They're unwritten rules. They may be written somewhere, but some personal things that I utilize. And it's a few of them. Number one, when you're at your workplace, do not eat at work. Do not eat at work. It makes, and this is just from my personal experience, eating at work can make you lazy, can make you tired, especially when you live in a society with all these foods that aren't good for you, especially if you at work, most likely you're eating something leftover, or you're eating something, which leftovers I'm just not a big fan of, or you're eating something fast and it's just not healthy, and it may affect how you feel physically. Number two, well, actually, and back on the food thing, eating at work, it almost, when they never see you eating, it almost makes you subhuman, you know? I mean, that's how I like to think of it. They never see you eating at the job. It's almost like, wow, this guy's really on it. He's working so much, he's never stopping eating and all of that stuff. Number two, and it goes for people who have desks at their job, don't decorate your desk. Only put maybe a picture of your family on your desk and things like that. Don't put football stuff on your desk. And ladies, don't put a bunch of decorations on your desk. Don't do that. Show that you're all about business. Show that you're all about business. Don't put all that stuff on your job, on your desk. Ladies, don't smile so much at work. And this is specifically for ladies. Don't smile so much at work because you're not taken as serious as you would like to. And when it comes to getting a raise or something of that effect, you will not be the first that they will elevate because they don't know if they can take you serious or not. And you have to understand that you are at work for one job, one purpose, and one purpose only. You're there to work, get the job done, go home with a paycheck, pay your bills. You're not there to make friends. Keep socializing at a minimum. Socialize as less as possible. Speak to people. Don't trust anyone. Don't form any cliques. And be about your business. Mind your business. Don't speak on anyone else's business. Stay to yourself. Do what you're supposed to do. Don't eat at work. Stay firm. Keep a level head. Get your rest at night. If you know you got to work Monday morning, don't be out Sunday night. You know, simple things. It means it's just simple things. But sometimes we need to be reminded of the simple things. And this ties into breaking the spirit of laziness. Gotta change how you eat. Most of the laziness is coming from what you're putting in your body and what you're doing, because they're attacking you all the time. They're attacking you all the time on every level: mental, physical, spiritual. But if you don't realize this is what the issue won't be solved. If you don't realize that they're attacking you on a spiritual level, if you don't realize that spirits, demons, and all of that stuff is real, then the problems will continue to happen. And that goes for no fap too. So everything I'm saying, you can apply it to life in general. And that's just what it is. With that being said, shalom, peace.